Streaming live across the globe to nerds around the nation. Everything Noob starts now.
Hello and welcome to the Everything Noob podcast. I am Vortak. With me today, Jemmy.
Hello.
Boombody. Lito.
Hello.
Boombody, you can say something.
He's got that tootsie roll.
Salutes. And special guest, Drew, of local radio talent.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, Drew.
Thank you.
So, this is it right here. You're in it. Nothing's going to change between what we were doing a few minutes ago and now.
We're just recording it now.
Now we're just recording our banter.
Great.
Very easy. So,
I knew I was excited about this for a reason.
just shooting the poo.
Right.
Why would you do that? It gets everywhere, though.
Except now with bleeps. Tonight's topic is one of many topics. I want to talk about Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been waiting for this game.
What about it? The fake trailers, the real trailers, when it's coming out?
All the trailers.
Where is it based, this game? Where's it based this time?
You know what? I don't know. I haven't researched it at all.
Well,
I like the idea of Grand Theft Auto.
Is it fake? Is it fake?
Unless we're going back to Vice City, I don't care.
I think it's fake Los Angeles.
I think it is too.
Didn't they already do fake Los Angeles?
Yeah.
I think they've done it a couple times.
No.
Yeah.
What was
3.
4? What was 4?
3 was
Or San Andreas was Los Angeles.
San Andreas mixed a few different. Wasn't there like a Vegas area of it too?
Yeah, there were tons of different regions in that game.
But
Confusing.
Vice City was fake Miami, I think. And
Yes.
Yeah. I like the most recent one. I think they did a really good job on fake New York.
They did, yeah.
I like some of the references to popular buildings that they totally. My favorite was the Statue of Liberty that held the Starbucks cup, and if you flew up to a helicopter, there was actually smoke coming out of the Starbucks cup.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
I never made it that far, so.
It's the little things that you really treasure.
Yeah. No, I haven't even looked at any trailers. Honestly, I just keep seeing pictures of it. It looks amazing, like graphic-wise. It looks like they're finally on a good path with graphics. I guess the last one looked nice too.
Every trailer that I've seen has been a fake one. And my sister's like, oh, that's a fake one. And I'm like, really? It looks so amazing. I would totally play whatever fake game this is.
But
let the fakers design the games.
I
Yeah.
know. They do a good job at selling a game that's never going to exist.
yeah, Kickstarter does that pretty well too. Oh,
Oh, come on.
There you go.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
poor kids.
hey, you know, I have yet to hear anything about Castle Story. I actually want that game.
Yeah,
Ready
I've
for
been
it to come
having
out.
I've been having the same problem with a couple of the games that I kickstarted, and they haven't been able to come through with their promised dates.
Oh.
I mean, Castle Story is like what? It's almost 4 months from their actual date they were going to give it to us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's
No,
Castle
3
Story? I forgot to push.
It is a voxel-based building game where you're on a floating island, you collect resources and have your little yellow people build a castle, and you defend it from the forces of evil at night.
Yeah. It's kind of a combination of like...
If you say the M word, I'm going to punch you.
I was about to
It's
say.
nothing like it. Nothing like it.
It's like an RTS type game, right?
It is. It is Minecraft-esque. I mean, you build everything's kind of squarish, but you build a little castle, and you can have like open doors, drawbridges, and archers. And
Your minions do everything, so you just kind of like point the
like
direction.
towns a little bit.
a little bit like towns.
What about like Plants vs. Zombies where you defend the base?
Plants vs. Zombies.
Like, yeah, it's like a wall base defender or whatever where they come
Tower
in.
defense game?
Yeah.
No, not like tower defense. Like an open game.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they
it's
come
all-
from all sides. not
Kind of
just
like
down
Stronghold,
lanes.
like Stronghold,
Okay.
but cooler and less rage-inducing.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, fewer rage quits.
Guaranteed, less rage quitting.
Side effects may
Did
But
they
the
include.
really
promise
cool
that on
thing
the
that they
Kickstarter?
did was there is a contributor island where basically everything You basically go out and mine everything, and if you find your own name, if you're a contributor, you get a special achievement. But basically, it releases like souls, and they fly over to this massive gym in the middle, and you kind of like it's a game in and of itself to see how many points you can get.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It looks like a really cool thing.
Go check it out. I mean, the video's still on. The video's still on Kickstarter. Go check it out. It's going to be pretty sweet though once it comes out. I mean, I've been ready for that, and Duck Quest. I am very, very angry. Duck Quest hasn't come out yet.
Duck Quest.
I mean, it is. If you've ever wanted an RPG of what it's like to be a mother duck.
I haven't. I've never desired to do that.
I never thought I'd like to be a mother duck.
That's been my dream.
Exactly. Mine too. And I haven't heard anything from them since I took my money.
Man, I see a whole series come out of that. I see Beaver Quest. I see... They've already done
Quest?
Lemmings, I guess.
Platypus Quest?
Platypus Quest. They'll get a whole Australian edition.
Badger
Quest.
Badger Quest.
Badger Quest.
Honey Badger Quest, the deluxe edition.
Mauling people across the land.
Sloth Quest.
What?
Raccoon Quest.
No.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
slower version.
There's a lot of Kickstarter games out there, and I've stopped actually participating in some of them, even though they're really good, because of this length of time that it takes for them to, at least give us a copy to play. I mean, I'm supposed to be getting I've put in quite a bit to get the first. Well, actually, they did release Alpha, right?
No, I haven't got my Alpha. I don't think I paid for Alpha because I wasn't. It was like $50 or $60 for the Alpha.
Yeah, but I got the beta, and I haven't even seen it. So, and it was supposed to be out in October.
One that I wasn't so upset about was Star Citizen, which was the guy that made the PC game Wing Commander back in the day.
Oh yeah,
like in the late '80s, early '90s. Really awesome PC game. His date for like actually getting it released is like 2015. And he started with that 2015, but he's making a full universe game.
And
the beta release is this year. The beta release is like summer this year.
What game is that?
But I mean, he built a whole. I mean, it wasn't just like he put the Kickstarter on. He's like, this is for help, to help the game. Depending on how far it goes, is how fast we're going to be able to get it and how much work we're going to be able to put into it. And literally, he hit like 6 million between Kickstarter and his website. And so, like, he literally relocated to Austin, or he was in Austin. He was able to get an office, furnish the office, get people to work, and so really, Kickstarter is helping create jobs, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
What game is this?
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. Okay, sorry, missed that.
It's gonna be good. I mean, if you go check it out, it's looking good. I can't think of the website right now, his website, but if you go check it out, it'll lead you to there.
Nice. I will definitely link that in the show notes. Sweet. Going back to Grand Theft Auto real quick, one thing I did want to mention, it kind of drew my mind to something that's been in the news a lot lately and I don't want to talk politics on the podcast, I don't want to talk about depressing news, but no politics.
Oh, no.
No politics.
Gun debate?
No.
Gun debate?
Game violence.
Virtual gun debate?
Game violence.
Pro-choice, pro-life?
That's right.
Did I hear you say pro-choice, pro-life?
No. I said game violence because it keeps coming up. I keep seeing it in the news. I've had friends ask me, "Have you talked about game violence on your podcast?" Because that's kind of relevant right now. And
it's only relevant if you're an idiot.
True.
I mean, and I mean that in the sense of the issue is not the games. The issue is the responsibility level of the people that can obtain and play these games. If a 7-year-old asks his mom to buy him Duke Nukem, mom shouldn't freaking buy him Duke Nukem.
Well, let me stop you there. Every mother should buy their child Duke Nukem.
Okay, bad example.
Bad example. I will agree because, I mean, the people, I mean, if you go back and start looking at people, because for the longest time, like D&D was taboo, and that made, you know, if you played D&D, you were an occultist. And yeah, back in the 80s, you know, back whenever, before D&D got popular and people actually understood what it was. I mean, and I think that it's more your upbringing and your environment, because your environment is what dictates who and what you are.
Yeah.
It just is.
Mm-hmm.
And for people to say that TV and movies and video games, you know, I mean, okay, so I've been playing Assassin's Creed. Does that mean I'm gonna go slaughter all the, you know, people?
Templars.
Maybe?
Well, the article I'm looking at says President Obama today ordered more research to be done to investigate the relationship between video games and real-world violence. As part of a $500 million 23-point plan, Obama directed the Center of Disease Control and other research agencies to conduct further research into the matter in the wake of December's deadly school shooting in Newton, Connecticut.
Wait, so
And he's calling on Congress to allocate $10 million for the CDC to conduct its research.
So wait, he's pulling the
$10 million
CDC.
on this?
He's pulling the CDC off of number one, $10 million. That's a massive amount of money.
It's ridiculous.
I mean,
Yeah.
not that it's not a drop in the bucket for what for how much we're in debt to China, but that's a whole other story. He's pulling
Why do
the
they blame
CDC.
video games for this? I don't
Why
understand.
is he pulling the CDC? Is this a disease? Is he saying games are disease?
Yeah, that's the thing I don't get.
I mean, the CDC is good at research. Don't get me wrong, sure, but I mean, come on. At the point of jobs that we need, that our economy needs jobs, can he not find some sort of research, you know, company that does research for a living and you know, maybe put some money into the economy with that $10 million?
No good can come out
Yep.
of what they find either.
No way.
No.
It's just going to be a giant blame
Sorry,
game.
Jimmy.
It's just going to be a giant, video games are the problem. We need stricter ratings. We need stricter purchasing laws. And it's all going to be a giant waste of time.
Is that what they're saying, that this December's deadly shooting had something to do with video games?
No, most of it is mental disease talk or mental disorders. And maybe he's wanting to see if you are more prone to mental diseases or deranged. Maybe video game and violence might
Yeah, do they
bridge
know?
that gap. And maybe that's what that research is about.
Really, shouldn't
does
they
this
be looking
guy
at the
actually
developers?
play video games?
Right.
Shouldn't they be looking at the developers
together
about this
and play
though?
video
I mean, I don't make a game where I shoot 20,000 people. I happen to play it, but I didn't make it. What about those people making the game?
Well,
What
they're not
about-
going
what
around
about
killing
the
people
developers
either.
of Dark Souls.
Right.
Let's point out who we're really talking about. The developers of Dark Souls. Okay, those people, those
But-
angry Koreans.
You're saying this is all because of
The
rage
angry
quit,
Koreans.
Rage
not
quits.
because of the actual violence.
12-year-olds in COD and rage quitting.
You
Yes,
get screwed
that
over
is what it
in
is.
Animal Crossing enough,
Kim
you're going to go
Il-jung.
around rage quitting and then
Right.
causing trouble.
It's like
know.
you don't hear about a guy losing in Angry Birds and going and blowing out a post office. I'm just saying.
No. Well,
What's the guy's name in North Korea? Kim Il-jung, right?
Kim Jong-il.
Kim
Kim Jong-il.
Kim
Maybe
Jong-un.
he's an
Kim
avid
Jong-un.
video
Yeah.
game player.
You know, I hope he's good at missile defense. Whoa!
Zing!
Zing! Ba-ba. Jimmy, is there something wrong? Is that,
No,
you want to chime in there, Jim?
no, I have nothing to say there.
I mean, you remember the old one where it's like you had to, like, the missiles are coming in, you got to pew, and you got to block
Oh,
them.
I know exactly
Yeah, that
what
was
Mrs.
cool.
Defender is.
Missile defender.
Well, even if they do find some kind of link to, people with mental disorder shouldn't play video games, what are they going to do? Require a background check? Require medical history before you can
Well,
buy?
really, to be honest, it's closer and closer to and this does get a little bit political, but being able to classify people and force them to present the credentials, which is just it's a step closer to wearing a star on your chest.
Seriously.
Ask some people from Europe from 1940 from the mid 1940s how much they liked it.
They did this with movies, though. I mean, back in the day, you know, that's why we got ratings and stuff now, because
well,
they were.
There's a difference. I mean, ratings are ratings, right? I mean, I'm 25. I'm an adult, but I mean, there was a time when I was a kid and I played. You know, like I remember being. I don't remember how old I was when GoldenEye came out. And that was like, you know, ridiculously crazy because I mean there was nothing on the Nintendo the Nintendo Super Nintendo that was quote unquote racy. I mean there just wasn't. And even so, you were too young to get it outside of your parents anyway. But I mean up until N64, up until like PlayStation and Xbox, there really wasn't any kind of market that was, you know, quote unquote risque, quote unquote, you know, NC-17 or you know, mature only. And
I think Mortal Kombat kind of started that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Sega, but I think that was. But other than fighter games, though, there weren't really shooter games.
Yeah.
I guess there was Contra. There was Contra and stuff, but.
Yeah, but not like realistic violence.
But not realistic games like that. I think Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct were probably the most realistic games that we had.
Duke Nukem and Doom and I can't forget Wolfenstein.
Doom, yeah, Wolfenstein
Maybe
3D.
you were too young.
Wolfenstein was actually kind of political in a way.
I remember Wolfenstein. I remember
Well,
Wolfenstein.
that's all Nazis.
It's not wrong because you're killing Nazis.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. Killing the
It's
bad guys.
okay if it's Nazis.
It's okay
Yeah.
the bad guys. Nazis. They're the bad guys.
No.
Well, I mean, you're usually shooting the bad guys, whether they be Nazis, terrorists, aliens.
We'd like to apologize for mentioning the Great War to any of our German viewers.
We're pointing out the
Also the North one.
stereotypical American mentality.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you were to like, you know, I don't know, anything that's accepted, like most people accept the French Revolution was a good thing for France. You know, down with the bureaucracy. If someone made like a revolution, well, I mean, Assassin's Creed, right? Revolutionary War. You go and you're killing redcoats and whatnot. And as far as from an American point of view, you know, the Brits were the opposers, and they were the great big terrible army trying to come into our country and tell us what to do. You know, trying to keep us as their colony and whatnot. And so they would be the bad guys, and it's okay to kill them. You know, or if we're talking, you know, whatever war, if we're killing non-Americans, it's okay because they were the bad guys. You know, Viet Cong, whether it be, you know, Korean War or Nazis or whatever. And so I find it's interesting that a lot of these games are okay. Like I'm surprised like Homefront got made.
Right.
With the kind of what Homefront was about with North Korea. Because I'm like, you know.
Mm-hmm. If they're going to be sensitive enough to take the Red Dawn remake and like digitally alter it to be China instead of North Korea, then how does a game like Homefront slip through the cracks?
I just don't know how it slips through and people can go, oh, this is a great idea. I'm like, it's one thing if you're proving a point and whatnot. I mean, but you know, here's what I find to be hilarious, and as a follower of no major religion, you know, you don't see any anti-Islamic games. You don't see any I find it funny that religion is still taboo. But we can have a game where we, you know, basically kill off an entire army as one person. But religion? Oh no, we're not touching that subject yet.
Well, that's always looked at as a positive thing, like Assassin's Creed, for example.
Assassin's Creed kind of has kind of a religious.
It was never about religion though. It was about organization.
Well, yeah, but you have a lot of religious references in it.
There was still that disclaimer, at least at the beginning of the first game. There was that disclaimer saying,
"Oh,
they all have that." Yeah, it says, "Oh, this was put together by, you know, a team of
multicultural, multi-faith backgrounds,
Illuminati and all that." Yeah.
Well, okay, the Illuminati is not a religion. The Freemasons is not a religion.
Well, let's stay away from religion.
They're not. I just said they're not religions.
Yeah,
I mean, they're organizations. Secret societies and organizations aren't religions.
Right.
And that's really what. If you look to it, and if you do any kind of research into it, that's what Assassin's Creed was based on. The Illuminati versus the Templar, and the Templar versus the Assassins. I mean, and the Freemasons and whatnot. And those are all secret societies and organizations. Doesn't mean, you know, Jews killing Muslims or anyone killing anyone. It was this organization fighting this organization. So, but I find it pretty funny that they have it, that no one has made. I mean, seriously, things have hit our entertainment. What was it? Red State got put out by Kevin Smith. Wonderful movie, and we all know what it was about. It was about the Westboro Baptist Church. And he's played up and said it. That's I believe in a couple interviews that was his point of reference, and something like that gets spread out, and I don't know. It's just. Mm-hmm. I find it interesting to see where the lines are still being drawn as far as what's okay and what's not okay.
Yeah.
True. Well, I guess the main thing to take out of all of it is every time a disaster.
Yet. Aren't you happy?
What? You
and
did. You actually did.
Did
You
I?
actually did.
Damn it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I marked it.
It's all right.
Damn. Double damn.
Damn's okay.
Okay.
So, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
I was going to say, basically, what there is to take out of all of that is every time something bad happens, something bad involving weapons or violence of any kind that affects the country, this topic always comes up. And nothing ever changes. They're still making rated M games. I don't think anyone needs to panic or worry about it. They're always going to be researching correlations of crap between other crap. But I think
I'm going to start this research tomorrow.
At the end of the day, I don't think anything's going to change, because if it does, the power of the internet is just going to trump it. People are going to find ways to get their violent video games. You're not going to abolish violent video games no matter what you do. It's never going to happen.
Pirate Bay will still have it.
Yeah, everything will still, every illegal outlet.
Well,
and that's how, just like Prohibition, same exact thing.
It will be indie places making it outside of the U.S. if they ban the development of violent video games in U.S. It'll have to be Japan making it, or somewhere else, or an indie company out of here.
Japan, I don't see how Japan's not already making it, because they're at the forefront of, other things that are risque to our culture, tentacle porn.
Yes,
but I find most of the violent games are American made, or they, are more from the American companies.
I mean, the only like real violent games I think we could really point out that are coming from overseas are like Resident Evil.
Yeah, like Capcom games.
Capcom games, but Capcom's has always been fighting games. It's always been not really okay, but that's what they've always done.
Well, you remember the Columbine thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
What were they blaming on that? They were blaming heavy metal rock and roll music, and they were blaming movies.
Music. They weren't blaming GoldenEye though.
I remember I watched
the
an interview.
Matrix. They blamed the Matrix for it.
No, that was just that one crazed senator, I think.
Yeah, but it's just that video games hadn't really, been full force yet. Now they got that to use to.
Well, if you think about it, right, what did they have before there were games? What did people do?
Read books.
Movies.
Sat around, read books, listened to music, hung out with friends, right? So music was the big thing. And it was, you were going to the local rock concert or the local whatever, and the conservative constabulary said, "Oh, we don't like this rock music. We're going to find a way to bring it down." And so it was, play Black Sabbath backwards, and you hear recording,
right,
the devil, and Alice Cooper backwards is a message to kill yourself, and all this other kind of whatnot. I'm like, it's and if you look at them now, especially especially someone like Alice Cooper right now. Alice Cooper, even though I think he still wears his makeup still a little bit. I mean, he owns like a barbecue chain in like the Midwest.
Yeah,
and he's a radio DJ too, I think.
He's a radio DJ. Yeah, I mean, he's so down to earth, and I find it just hilarious that it was back in the day, you played with a snake on stage and painted your face and just like a woman, and you were spawn of Satan, and you were convincing kids to kill themselves and kill other people.
Yeah. So now games is now the new possible cause of violence.
But what's going to be next?
We'll always have something. We'll always have something.
Well, and here's my thing. What's going to be next?
I think government will be next. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, the government's already poisoning us with fluoride, so I mean, what can I say?
It's for your teeth.
It's bad for you. Stop drinking fluoride. Get toothpaste without fluoride, people. Do your research.
Hypnotoad.
Seriously, y'all are using fluoride toothpaste, are y'all?
I drink smart water.
I change toothpaste out every now and
Do
then.
your research. Get fluoride-free toothbrush.
I just buy something on the shelf. Now I got to watch.
That's bad for you. Do your research.
I mean, I've already done
Infowars.com.
the fluoride research,
Infowars.com.
Ugh.
Infowars.com. Do your research. I'm telling you.
They love the TSA, don't they?
But I'm more
Anyway.
concerned about the other things they add into the water more than the fluoride. So.
But fluoride causes sterility and low childbearing weight and
Jesus.
low childbirth weight. I mean,
I'm okay with
you
not
want to talk
having
about
kids.
conspiracy? You want to talk about conspiracy theories and the government's doing? I can talk about this for the next year.
Let's
I
not.
know you could.
Let's not.
All right.
So I'll keep
that's
it
another
short.
show.
Go to Infowars.com, do your research, be informed.
So,
That's all I'm going to say.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
What about Grand Theft Auto 5?
Just on a lighter note about Grand Theft Auto 5, not really, but on a gameplay note. If I have to pander to my artificial NPC friends or else they won't sell me weapons anymore, and I have to go play darts and I have to go get drunk
Girlfriend out.
with my cousin,
Yep.
I'm going to throw
Wow.
that game out the window.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play Saints Row instead.
My
That's why you
favorite-
play Saints Row.
My favorite is still Vice City, because Vice City did a
Yeah.
few things I really liked. One being the
Best
properties
music.
all over awesome music, properties.
Yeah.
Best soundtrack of a game ever.
Yep, properties everywhere to buy, but you didn't have to buy them. Well, the thing about Grand Theft Auto 5 I was really looking forward to was that feeling I got with Vice City, because at first I had it, and then I started to get into it, and you play darts, entertain your cousin, and then the love life thing, which I didn't want any part of. And you can
Yeah.
kind of skip that part, but I felt like I was missing something.
Sort of.
And then
Yeah.
when I
You don't
couldn't
go
buy
drinking with
properties,
your cousin?
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't want to drink with my. I don't care about him. He can go die in a fire. For
Well,
all
you know
I care.
what? I think what it was is like you had to constantly go out with them. There wasn't a slow like
Yeah.
dip in it, like
Right.
where you could kind of just do it on the side every now and then. You had to go do it in between every mission, even sometimes twice.
Yeah, and then, your phone would just ring off the hook, and the game would occasionally remind you,
I'd like to play the game.
ignoring that person, they're not going to bring you getaway cars anymore.
Well,
You're just
I'd
like, I'm going
play
to
the
jump off the
game.
building in this game.
Well, games like that. Same with even Skyrim. I do the same thing where I'll play it for a while and then I get bored with the actual gameplay and I'll just go nuts and because it's
Oh, me
such
too.
open world, I just go and start
Yeah.
killing police. Like in Grand Theft, just killing the police and
Sonic that you went
modding the game so I'm more powerful than
Yeah.
Cheater.
Spawning in tanks.
See, Vice City was also the funnest game to mess around with cheats in. Like, because it just an endless swarm of cops just kept coming out. I mean, you could do it in the new one, but it wasn't as fun for some reason. So,
I just remember Riot Mode. Riot Mode where, all the citizens have heavy weapons.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wow!
awesome.
old man on the street could just burn you with
I'm
a
just
flamethrower.
saying, Vice City was the best because you could roll around with the game with the greatest soundtrack of any game ever, and you were Tony Montana, and you could roll around in whatever vehicle you wanted
Scooter.
and have a good damn time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to drive for hours around in my golf cart, going to pick up my money, going to buy new clothes, going to buy new guns, and it was buy new properties, and it eventually turned from Grand Theft Auto to Let's Own Miami.
Have you
Yes.
have you
Pastor
guys ever
Richard.
played Saints Row 1 or 2? Not 3. 3
Yes.
sucked.
Yes.
Saints Row 2
Three
was
alright.
my
I like
favorite.
Yeah,
I like
Saints
Saints
Row
Row 1.
was awesome.
I like 3.
3,
I
I
never-
didn't like 3. I just
It wasn't as good. 3 to me felt more like Vice City. Over the top Vice
Really?
City. To me, it did.
I played a very little bit, and from what I saw, I thought it got way too over the top with fictional stuff like massive
But I had the biggest
jets
hoo-haws ever.
That's important in a game.
That is
guess
very
so.
important in my game.
I guess I'm alone in this, but no, Saints Row 2 for me was really close to Vice City because there was a lot of customization with cars, which was my favorite part of San Andreas, and San Andreas did not offer enough at all when it came to car customization. So Saints Row fixed that, and then they did all the things I liked from Vice City, like buying properties and then customizing the properties. And so I'm hoping Grand Theft Auto 6 takes a page out of that book. It's 6 now, right?
Less going
I have-
on.
No, it's
Bro
five.
dates and more
It's five, yeah,
property.
I have
Management?
Vice City, but I can't find it. I have San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto 4.
I'm gonna miss the bro dates.
I have Grand Theft Auto 3 on my phone. Like, I love how they... Have you guys tried that? They made
No,
an iOS version, maybe an Android one
I
too.
don't.
Oh, that's right.
I have an Android.
And it's
Have
like
you tried?
$1, I think.
Speaking
Let's all pull
of,
out our phones and show what big willies we got.
no, you know what? I know that.
Mine's not very big, so
I know-
Oh, it's a tiny.
yeah.
I know that Dan's into
No.
this. Sims
Oh, but it
Sims.
does do a trick, you know.
Sims
Hey, that's
free
true.
play.
Doubles in size instantly.
I know, right?
So, I think it's time for Mad Libs.
Think so?
Oh,
think
it
so.
is.
'Cause we're only like 10 minutes past Mad Lib time.
All right, all right.
Sorry,
Well, we
folks.
started about 10 minutes late. I think we're right on time.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
Fine, we'll do
My
magic.
mistake, Grand Meister of the...
I forgot to set my timer. I forgot to set my timer, but I think I'm predicting we started 10 minutes late.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did. I checked the time.
Okay, cool. So we're right on time.
All right, all right.
Host of tonight's
Alrighty,
Mad Libs is
dude.
Jenny.
Well,
She's
we're gonna go right on
super-
down the line.
She's thrilled.
So, Boomati, start with a relative.
Cousin.
Adjective.
Green.
Adjective.
Another adjective? Okay. How about perky?
Adjective.
What are we talking about?
I think I know which one she's doing. That's how much I've
Oh,
been on
wait.
that website.
Wow.
Wait! Can we?
It's okay.
Okay,
No,
whatever.
keep going.
What is an adjective?
Yes.
Grimy.
gotta
Name
get-
of a person in the room.
Good body. That's you.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, Pumbati.
Person in the room. You want
Oh, yeah,
yourself,
use it.
okay.
Yes, I'm Bane.
Taking one for the team.
An adjective.
Squishy.
Squishy.
Another adjective.
Whoa, a lot of adjectives here.
Mm-hmm.
How about murky?
Verb ending in ed.
Pooped.
Body part.
It's bad to give this to Boomati.
But I gotta be good today.
No.
Cockles.
Cockles.
Part of your heart.
Okay. Verb ending in ing.
Squeak.
Crunching.
Crunching. Noun, plural.
A plural noun.
Yes.
No, noun plural.
Okay, boogers.
Noun.
Oh. Toilet paper.
Are we all
An
just looking around the
adverb.
room?
There's not toilet paper in my room.
An adverb.
I saw tissues and I thought toilet paper would be funnier.
Quickly.
Verb.
Flip.
Another verb.
Jump.
A relative.
Great aunt.
It has to be aunt, not aunt. Aunt.
And then finally a person in the room.
Boomati again.
Yep.
You're gonna pick it
Do that? It's gonna be so confusing. What if you're having a conversation with yourself and you'll just sound crazy?
I do that a lot. Yes, I do.
Okay, well, alright. Boom bye again. Right, whatever. Okay, this one's called A Letter from Camp.
Oh,
So, dear cousin, I'm having a green time at camp. The counselor is perky, and the food is grimy. I met Boombati, and we became squishy friends. Unfortunately, Boombati is murky, and I pooped my cockles, so we couldn't go crunching like everybody else.
What kind of
I need
camp
more
is this?
boogers and a toilet paper sharpener. So please quickly flip when you jump back. Your great aunt, Boombody.
This is about you.
It's a letter from the future.
It's a letter about you.
It's a letter about me.
That was good.
Oh my.
All right.
What's one more?
One more?
One more.
Okay, I did pull up another one.
It's like your family names everybody Boombody, like kind of like
Indeed.
George.
Kind of Johns.
Well, it could be his imaginary friend himself as
Indeed.
well.
He's writing letters
But I
to
don't know why-
himself.
I've done that.
No, he was writing it to his cousin about himself.
About
Ooh.
his best friend Boombody from
It's-
Boombody.
Body.
Oh, I feel bad
It's
for
a very
that.
common name. It's a very common name in Gallifrey.
All right, well, next one starts with a silly name.
Boombody.
Why not? Let's do it.
Okay. All right, now, a silly word.
A silly word?
Boombody.
Silly
Oh,
word.
man.
But it has to be a real word. Lito tried this last week.
Oh, really?
I think it has to be a real word, but I don't know.
Translucent.
That's a good one.
All right, a verb.
A verb? Burp.
A noun? Look around.
Look around, you're in for something.
Statuette.
Oh, Lord.
Statuette.
Don't ask.
Oh, my.
Okay. A body part, plural.
Plural, you say?
Yes,
Is
plural.
there two of them?
There are
Yes,
two of
at
them.
least two.
I don't know what I would think with two of them. Eyes.
There you go.
A female name.
Boombody.
I don't think it's your turn.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm excited.
let's do Muriel.
Imperial.
That's a classic name.
A
Classic.
verb ending in ed.
Peed.
Real mature.
Noun.
Keys. Key.
We leave it to the old guy in the room for all
Wait,
for all the adult
What,
activities.
Fortak? I couldn't hear you.
Oh. Well, that's fine. I'm going to change my answer anyway. Is that okay? Can I change it?
Yeah. Yes. I couldn't hear it, so...
You didn't say final answer, so you
I didn't say
No.
final answer, but neither did you guys. So do you
You
want to
didn't
change
take your
yours
hand off
before
the
I go?
piece, so you're good.
Oh, no! They are not allowed. They are in the past.
I'm
It's
just-
like Uno. You lay the card down, you next turn.
Okay.
Done.
Used gum. Can I have an adjective in front of my noun? Used gum?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Used gum.
Plural noun.
Could just be gum, but he has to be a prima donna about it.
Yep.
Another. So Boombody, plural noun.
Oh, plural noun.
Yeah.
Bodies.
Mesopotamians.
What?
Yes.
I'm
Let's,
pretty sure Mesopotamian
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
noun.
let's make sure I can't spell them. Okay, a verb.
Mesopotamians.
Thanks.
So, pot.
Just give me a verb.
Oh, is that me? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shave.
A
Blasphemy.
noun.
Blasphemy. A noun?
A noun, yes.
Oh.
There, use that 5-letter word in front of me, sir.
Apologize.
A book.
All right. Sorry.
A book. All right. Occupation.
Plumber.
A number.
42.
A verb.
Again. Drink.
A silly word.
A silly word. Screwball.
That's 2 words.
No, it's
But-
one word. Screwball.
Yeah.
Screwball's one word.
Vortec, a silly name.
Jimmy.
Oh.
I thought he was going to say Boombody.
All right. Well,
The double bluff. The double bluff.
called, Can I Have Your Daughter's Hand?
Oh, no.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Boombody Translucent, will you let me burp your statuette? Ever since I laid eyes on Muriel, I've peed madly in love with her. I wish that she will be the youth scum of my Mesopotamians, that someday we will shave happily ever after. I have a book and a plumber that pays $42 each month. I promise to drink Muriel with kindness and respect. Sincerely, Screwball Jemmy.
I think we've done that one before.
Yeah,
It's always
Yeah.
good, though. Yeah. I believe so.
Screwball Jimmy.
That's what's funny.
Screwball Jimmy.
sausages!
Assassins.
Super mathematical.
Oh.
Okay.
So one thing I wanted to get to before we go is something Lito mentioned before the show, and that was Atari claimed bankruptcy, but it turned out not to be so bad. And I think Lito should explain.
Yeah.
He should elaborate.
Oh yeah. Well, what I read on it is when I saw the headline, I thought, oh no, there goes Pong.
No!
Last great contribution.
Yeah. No, from what I understand, according to what it said, is their bankruptcy. I think it sounds a little bit more like a political move for them, because what they're trying to do is break away from their parent company, Atari SA, which is in France. And in order to do that, they file bankruptcy, and then that disconnects them, I guess, from them somehow.
Yeah.
Well, disconnecting yourself from the
So
French
that they
is
can
always a good idea.
redo everything. So they're basically going to start over is what they're going to do.
Here's my question. Are they considered an indie company now?
I don't think so.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
liven things up. I didn't think so
No.
either.
They're going to come out with Pong 2.
Yes. That's the
I
first
was
major
gonna
project.
say, like, do you think
That's
they're
their
gonna
major project.
do something edgy that maybe their parent company doesn't want, or they're just gonna
Rated
do?
M for mature.
Next thing you know,
Pong, the
they're gonna-
MMO.
they're gonna
Pong, the MMO.
have Tetris
Free to play
MMO.
online.
Pong Online.
I think they already have that.
I think they already have that. Wow.
I wouldn't know because I play fun games.
Pong is a fun game. You Philistine.
Sounds cool.
I play Wii Tennis. Sorry.
Wii Tennis.
That's
you know,
all that is. It's just that's a
Yeah.
glorified version of Pong.
Exactly.
That's a very graphical,
You know, one of my
Except it
favorite
takes less
tennis
skill
games.
than Pong.
My
It
favorite
takes less
tennis
skill
game.
than Pong.
Well,
What's
It
your
does,
favorite
takes no
tennis
skill.
game?
that's true. It does. Wii Tennis sucks.
All you gotta do is
Mario
go,
Tennis. That's my favorite. Tennis game.
Virtua Boy
Yeah.
Tennis.
All the Mario
Virtua
sports
Boy.
games. I don't like sports, but
Virtua Boy Tennis.
Oh. Migraine headache.
So you could have all the brain hemorrhaging from the Virtua Boy. Hey, I remember going and spending like 5 hours at Walmart because I couldn't afford one, and they had one on display.
Yep.
And sitting in line with your wet wipes, because the even fatter, smellier kid in front of you
Yeah.
was using it, and he was sweating all into it. And you didn't want his cooties.
No, I didn't do that.
His gamer.
Well, I saw some of us were nodding along, so we know that pain.
Apparently, it's just a guy thing.
It's a guy thing.
Yeah, I remember playing it at Best Buy until
Yeah.
until my eyes went crossed and I fell over.
I literally, I believe I did have a slight seizure playing that game once.
Warning: seizures imminent.
Seizure.
Yeah.
oh, you want to know what I just picked up again?
What?
Little Big Planet 2.
Again.
Yeah, I used to have the first
Once
one.
wasn't good enough.
Well, I had the first one. It was amazing.
That's a different game then.
It is.
Are they?
How you
Aren't they
picking up?
releasing
How
a
you picking
3?
up a different game again?
They might be releasing a 3. I'll tell you. I sold it because I knew the second one was coming out, and I heard that everything that was in the first one was going to be carried over. All your stuff would be carried over to the second one because they weren't changing the graphics or the engine or anything. They were just adding a whole bunch of stuff.
So
And
why
it-
didn't they just put a DLC?
They put a
Oh,
bunch
that's
too.
right, you're playing PS.
Money.
Yeah, money, but yeah, they put a whole bunch of DLCs too. Anyway, I sold it really early once I heard the announcement, and I got most of my money back. And I'm like, oh, I'm awesome. I'm so smart. This is the best thing I've ever done. Then I never bought Little Big Planet 2. So now I just picked it up
Or
used.
you could just start
Do you still have
playing
your save
console.
data?
Did I what?
You still have your save
Yep.
data from the first one? Sweet.
Yep, and I clicked. It said, "Would you like to load old save data?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would." And it started out with a whole different tutorial. It's like you'll recognize your sack person just like he was, and I'm like, "There he is."
It's like
But
an
that
old
was after
friend.
what? 2 hours of updating?
Oh, don't even get me started. So PlayStation has to update every time you turn it on. Apparently, if you don't use it enough, I don't know.
Yep.
Even if when I've had it update like it does like once a week or something, and I've used it once a week and it updates. It takes forever, and then so PlayStation had to update, and then Little Big Planet had to update, and it took over 2 hours to update Little Big Planet.
Steam
Lord.
to win.
Yeah. And I looked to see if they're going to release it online, but it's just like that's like the Halo of PlayStation. They're not ever going to put it on PC,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Oh, have y'all seen the new Castlevania game on PS3?
No.
No.
There's a new Castlevania side-scroller game. In fact, it is one of the few games I kind of wish I
Whoa,
had.
whoa, whoa! Side scroller?
Side-scroller.
Oh!
It's a side scroller.
It's not a Castlevania side-scroller. No.
No, yeah, it's not Castlevania.
It takes literally, if you can think of a major character from a Castlevania side-scroller, and yes, I'm including Symphony of the Night characters, you literally have like this level, and you have X amount of minutes to beat the level. The more people, the faster you can do like gadget, like one person step on this button and one person release a hammer to knock over the boss and help you beat the boss. But you can't do it all by yourself. But it's basically multiplayer.
They have
multiplayer
that on
dungeon.
Xbox.
Yeah, it was the same one that's on Xbox, but they released it on PS3.
Oh, okay. Well, I already have it on Xbox. I
That
love
game
it.
is so awesome. I really want it to come to PC because I have people that I can play with that really like it. But yeah, what was it called? Castlevania.
Oh. What was
I've
it?
never played
I
any
can't
of these.
remember. I have
Neither
all
have
the
I.
achievements for it, but I love that game.
It was a
so
great
fun.
game. It finally came out on PS3.
That's
For
Castlevania
like
3.
$20. For like 20
No.
For like $20, Jim.
What's it called?
Hold on. I have to
The
look
newest
it up.
one that Boombody's talking about.
Yeah. Well, new for PS3 owners.
Castlevania 3.
No.
Harmony of Despair.
Harmony of Despair. There it is.
Okay. Okay.
Check it out. Pretty good.
Little Big Planet's a
Secret World's
side-scroller.
awesome. Secret World's awesome.
But
Everyone
let's-
should be playing it.
Little Blue
That's
Planet's a
a
weird
potato
side scroller.
sack. With like cake levels and stuff.
I
One thing
really
I always-
want. I want them to re-release Symphony of the Night. I want Symphony of the Night 2. Is what I want.
That's not going to happen though,
It
unfortunately.
will. It will.
They're not Square Enix. They're not going to do that.
Was it was it Konami or was it Atari?
It was
I
Konami.
think it was. Yeah.
No. I need to send a letter and start getting black.
Well,
belts
I mean,
together.
like, if you pay
Dude, someone
attention,
just read the people
Alucard
petitions.
does kind of poke up every now and then. Alucard
Yeah,
does.
but the 7 was the greatest one.
Just put
One
up
of
one
my
of
Just
those.
like Final
favorite-
Fantasy. Just like Final Fantasy, 7 was the greatest one.
No!
One of my favorite
Sounds
side
like a big number.
scrollers was Hocus Pocus. Do you guys remember Hocus Pocus?
The movie?
No, it was a side scroller game.
I was like, a movie licensed Hocus Pocus game.
It was a
Tell me
PC
more.
game. It was a PC game. It was called Hocus Pocus. It was really cool.
Oh, cool.
And from what I understand, I got to look it up, but I think they because it's old, so they recoded it so it'll work in better graphics and stuff.
Oh.
So I'm gonna check that out. But
I'm going to
that was a
interrupt you
cool one.
there because Baldur's Gate Deluxe Edition's on Steam.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced
Is it on
Edition.
sale or is it just there?
It's $20.
there.
It has a new adventure, 3 new characters, new collection of player character voice sets, native support for high resolution widescreens, over 400 improvements to the game, and improved multiplayer support for with connectivity between all platforms.
That's awesome.
It is really awesome. That came out. Another game I want to mention that came out was 10 Million, which is an action RPG, kind of like Puzzle Quest, but like as a side scroller. So Bejeweled, the fighting game, side scroller,
That's cool because I always wanted more out of those games.
like Puzzle Quest.
Yeah.
Well, this one's on sale for 20% off. It's $3.99.
Cool.
It's 8-bit, which is games in 8-bit are always awesome.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's on Steam.
Nice.
Yep.
Even if 8's enough, I guess.
How much did they pay you,
You know-
for that little plug there?
Yeah.
I like to point out games that I think are worth playing.
No,
Instead of
cool.
typing some stupid shit on Skype on Steam that's never gonna see the light of day. Also, Don't Starve's on sale. Don't Starve's a really awesome little indie game.
that's not a big
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
sale for that game. I'm sorry. I love that
You
game.
know,
but
$15 though, for being they're still adding updates to it and it's still progressing. $12 isn't bad.
yeah, I don't think it's bad. It's just
I mean, it's questionable whether or not you want to spend the $12. To be
yes,
honest.
because
I mean,
it's one of those games you can't save your level. You die. That's it. And
well, you do. You can't save
Well, I mean-
your level, but you do unlock new things.
yeah,
Like I did unlock the little girl the other day.
I've only played the demo, but it was really fun.
I unlocked the little girl, and she like lights a fire at her feet, so she can't be eaten by the terrible darkness,
Oh,
no matter where she is. Yeah.
That is cool.
downside to her.
She's a girl.
She's a girl.
Wow.
She doesn't grow a beard.
Just kidding.
She doesn't.
She doesn't go.
Well, what's the main guy
I'll
grows
have
a
a
beard
beard
and
one
you get
day.
whiskers. Well, the
One
main guy
day.
will grow a beard and you can like shave his beard and you get stuff for you get crafting materials from his beard.
Gross.
Just pull.
If I try to craft things out of my beard, people just get
My
grossed
beard.
out.
Here we go.
Well, you can use
I have
it
a-
as Tinder. You can put it in the machines and get experience from it.
Ew.
Sounds awesome.
You didn't tell
That
that.
is
much,
funny.
Take
did
my
you?
beard, tender.
But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I've been playing a lot of Secret Royal, which is really awesome. I totally wrote it off like when I first saw it. Playing it now, it's really awesome. I enjoy it. If you got the $30, it's totally worth it. Pay to play. No subscription. No buying power. All their microtransactions are for purely aesthetic things.
That's always nice. I like when games keep it like that.
Well, it's all like costumes because it's got a heavy social aspect to it. Who is inviting me on Steam?
Not me.
Why are people adding me on Steam here?
I just met you. I'm not ready for that kind of a commitment.
I know.
Oh.
Hey, Euro Truck Simulator, 10% off.
Hey, you know.
You know what that game reminded me of? And this is going to sound really stupid. I was really into a game that because my friend was always working with his dad. His dad was a truck driver, so he got me into this game called Hard Trucker 2. And you basically drove around in this big semi forever. And it was the stupidest game ever. And you picked up a load of crap, and you brought it to some place across the country. And it took forever. But it was
I had
fun.
that game too. It was called Cross Country USA, and it was the exact same thing. And I loved the hell out of that game.
I thought if Euro Truck ever goes on sale, I might have to buy that.
10% off right now, bro.
I mean, like a bigger sale. That's a crappy sale.
Like a better sale that doesn't save you retail tax, and that's it.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I'm waiting for Scribblenauts to go on sale too.
I have Scribblenauts. It's fun.
I don't think that's gonna go on sale for a while.
I played it on the DS when I lived. My neighbor had it on DS, and I like it. Good stuff.
I've been watching people on YouTube playing it, and I'm getting super jealous. I wish I would have listened to you when you first started talking about it, because I could have got it on
I
sale.
talked about it like on podcast number 2 or some whatnot.
I'm like, well, that sounds stupid, and then I looked at it, I'm like, this actually looks really cool. And
See, now you started paying attention to me when I speak.
I do.
I'm not wrong. I may be vain, but I'm not ever wrong.
No, I'm still not sold on it. I have a drawing tablet and programs to draw
But
in.
it's not
I
drawing.
don't need.
It's not a drawing
It's not
game.
drawing.
It's
Yeah.
making your
It's
words
imagination.
manifest.
Yes.
Yes.
It's imagination. But you do have to be able to spell properly.
Well,
It tries
see
to cook
there,
you.
I'm done. I'm
If
out.
you
I
say
can't
you want
spell.
If you say you want a purple tow truck, it'll actually make a purple tow truck.
And then you can get in the tow truck.
How I don't
and
know.
Tow
It
things
just
away.
does.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
If
The
you
image
want
is
to,
in
if you
there.
want to make God, you can make God. If you want to make,
You make a dead bird.
you can
and
get
they're literally a dead
Excalibur,
bird.
you can get Godzilla, you can get Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, yeah.
We sat down and just tried to think of all the most crazy things we could think of. Cthulhu trumps God, by the way.
Wait, you made them battle?
Yeah. Yeah. And I gave God Excalibur, and he still lost. You can get Mjolnir. You can get.
Is that the
Hammer of
sword
Thor?
of the
Thor's hammer.
Norse? Okay.
Hammer of Thor.
I don't know how that game works. It's just amazing how
Someone had to
I
draw
don't
all
know.
that stuff.
I mean,
somebody had to think about it.
Yeah.
They had to have known, foreseen that somebody would actually try that. You know, a dead bird, really?
What about
Somebody
a peg-legged Thor?
Probably.
Probably. Because basically what you do is you have you have whatever item, and then you're able to put however many adjectives onto it. So you can put one-eyed, peg-legged.
Well, because everything's a body part that can
colors.
detach, so I think that's how it works. Like,
Yeah,
it'll
just-
replace one of his legs with a peg leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super
Amazing.
awesome. It's
Just
super
amazing.
Awesome. I like it. Because I like to think like it's because you can think of just like the most insane things to do with things.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I might have to bite the
Yeah,
bullet.
Yeah, has anybody tried a naked lady yet?
Probably
It's
not.
probably some stupid, like, blurred out.
Yeah.
You know they put it in there for the
That'd be
You have to
pervy
get
guys like Leto.
the import for that.
I was just curious if they.
You'll have to get the AO version of.
They,
Look, you don't need Scribble Nuts to see that.
You need scribbled nuts. What? The porn version of scribble nuts.
Yes.
Nuts.
wow, that's
Oh, that's
Feel
right.
so
That's right.
It's about time to start wrapping up.
Apparently, you can make a rainbow hipster.
crazy.
Rainbow hipster.
So says our
Is
chat
the
room.
skin rainbow or the clothes?
You'll have to ask our chat room. Chat room says it.
Nice.
Well, I'd like to thank
Okay.
everyone for joining us for this installment of Everything Noob. Thank you,
Mhm.
Drew.
Yep.
Absolutely, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us,
Thanks
Drew.
for coming.
Cool. Hopefully, I can come back sometime.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe.
That'd be fun.
Me.
If I pass your initiation.
There'll be a secret council meeting.
Right. Robes.
We'll put on our robes, get our mallet, and then you'll have to walk past us while we all have paddles.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm ready to face the trials.
All right.
Mine has scorpions stapled onto it.
Wow.
Bring it on!
He's
Oh.
pumped. I think he's ready.
He's ready.
If you're interested in other workings of Drew, I'm going to link them in the show notes. Probably your blogs for Try.
Yeah.
And
I also had a couple weeks worth of video blogs
yes,
at one point.
Cute.
I'll throw one of those in there too. Edited by yours
It was
truly.
fun. It just got tedious.
Oh, self-promotion.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Plug the shames.
I coughed. That's some shame. Join us
Shame.
every Monday for the live recording, and as always, check out everythingnoob.com for your download links, etc., etc. And that's a wrap, folks. Everybody say
Alrighty.
bye.
We'll see you next
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. We love you. Oh, yes, of course we love you. Thank you. We'll be back.
Thank you for listening to this installment of the Everything Noob podcast. Don't miss a live recording of our podcast on twitch.tv/enoobs, recorded every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. For information on everything you heard in tonight's show, visit everythingnoob.com and check out the show notes. There you will also find all of our past episodes, host bios, our Twitter feed, and a place to even ask us questions, which we may answer during the show. See you next week, and happy gaming.